Hello, and welcome to the Legal Growth Podcast, where we dive into the strategies, challenges, and success stories shaping the future of law firms. I'm your host, Aaron Fulk, and together with Legal Growth Partners, we'll bring you in-depth conversations with top legal professionals, industry innovators, and firm leaders. Our goal is simple: share practical insights, innovative strategies, and real-world advice to help your law firm scale, adapt, and thrive. Whether you're navigating growth challenges or looking to boost your business development, you are in the right place. Let's dive in. I am so excited. This week, our guest is Stacey Janssen. Hi, Stacey. How are you?
Hi, Aaron. I'm well. How are you?
I am so good. And this is such an exciting time to have you on the podcast because you are getting ready to take over as, I don't know if you've officially taken over or you officially take over. It's kind of the gray area, right?
Right. December 12th.
December 12th. And tell everybody what you're taking over as.
So I'll be sworn in, I guess, as the president of the Kansas City Metropolitan Bar Association. So it's not something I really ever sought, but have loved being part of this organization. And we're looking forward to a great year.
I am so excited for you. So I'm going to be at the lunch where they swear you in. And so I'm super excited about that. But congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, so let's dive in. Let's tell people a quick overview of how you chose law and how do you get into estates and that type of specialty?
Well, as a young girl, right, it became very clear to me that the women in my life were financially dependent upon the men in their life. And that for us little kids meant sometimes we had money, then we didn't have money. And so somewhere in my mind, I had the idea that I really don't want to be financially dependent on another person. I would like to be able to have my own space and have my own security. For a hot minute, I thought about being a doctor till I took Chem 184, and I was like, yeah, that's not going to work out for me. So, but I had done debate and things in high school, so law was kind of a natural transition.
Did you know any attorneys or did you just kind of figure that out?
I mean, only my mother's divorce lawyers, right? And I didn't know them well. I do remember meeting with one of them and they're like, you don't want to do this, trying to talk me out of it. I was like, no, I think it'll work out for me, really. I'm good. Give it a shot.
And how do you then get into estates?
Great question, because also it is something that found me. I did not go in search of it. I initially had wanted to be a litigator, right? I'd been a moot court finalist. I'd won as a 1L. I'd been very successful in high school debate. So I thought courtrooms are my thing, right? Apparently the universe didn't see it that way. So I ended up taking a job with Kansas Legal Services, and they had a senior citizen law project. So I went out to senior centers and, met with people, did 1 million simple wills, powers of attorney, public benefits work. I just loved it. I loved the people. I loved the subject area. And eventually I saw that there were people out there marketing themselves as elder law attorneys. I was like, I do that better than that guy does. So I left, started my own practice, did that for about 15 years, bounced around with some different firms, and eventually have come back to running my own show because apparently I don't play well with others. But
you either do or you don't. I don't either.
Yeah, right. You like to do things the way you like them. So
what has been your biggest growth success story so far?
Well, it has been the return to running my own practice again. I really thought when I made that move about 3 years ago that it's just going to be me and a paralegal and I'll just play out whatever years of practice I still have. But the practice has grown beyond my wildest dreams. I have a great associate, Jeremy, who's been on your show, and we have a wonderful staff, Charity and Leah and Georgia. We're looking at maybe adding another lawyer in 2026, just to have more hands make lighter work. So it's a surprise to me, but a really happy surprise.
Well, yeah, and your firm, like everybody just loves your firm. So I guess along those paths, what is your non-legal skill that has surprised you while you've been on this journey that has come in really handy?
Well, I think in the world, right? I think there is this idea that people who are lawyers, in particular estate planners, come from money or know a lot of people with money. And I'm just a regular person. I don't come from money, no lawyers in my family. And I think that gives me, and I don't hang out with a lot of rich people. I think that gives me an ability to be, I hope, more relatable to my clients, right? That this is something that regular people need to do. Your estate plan is not limited to just wealthy people. Everyone has something in their life of value. And sadly, none of us are going to live forever. So we do need to, think about. So I think that being a regular person helps me. One of the things that it gives me particularly a level of satisfaction is when I can meet with women. Often they outlive their husbands or their husbands are ill. They may have been excluded from participating in finances, and to hear them say, I feel like I can ask you any question. And absolutely they can. No dumb questions here with me. And we can teach you, right? Your husband doesn't corner the market on understanding how to manage money. In fact, I think most women kind of do a slightly better job, just saying. But it's really satisfying to work with those clients and see them grow as individuals and in confidence in their ability to handle their own lives.
I love that. So you're very relatable.
I hope so.
I think you are. I think that was a great skill to bring up for sure. So looking ahead, what trends or changes do you see shaping the future of law firms, and how are you positioning your firm to stay competitive?
Well, I think the advent of AI, artificial intelligence, and how we can use it ethically in the law firm. I don't for a hot minute even think that AI is going to replace the need for lawyers, right? Yes, AI can draft documents and it does a beautiful job in the right circumstance doing that. But there is no replacement for discernment, wisdom, somebody who's going to run your case scenarios and listen to the drama of your particular family. AI will never be able to do like that, like another human being can. Where we're thinking of using AI is particularly in those routine things like drafting of documents, making that more cost effective so that we can then spend more time counseling with our clients, right? If your dad has died, you're putting your loved one in a nursing home, or even just doing your own estate plan, it's the counseling part of the law firm, right? That level of discernment, working to make something individual for you. That is really the value that we bring, not so much, typing documents.
Right. So have you started to build in some of that AI yet?
Well, we're trying to automate our routine document as much as possible to free up really our lawyers and also our paralegals, right? They are the ones who are in the trenches every day with people to really help walk this path with you, right? We see it as a sacred thing, right? As we move from generation to generation, passing along not only your wealth, but your values. And to be there with you in this really sacred moment. That's our mission.
I love that. Well, thank you so much, Stacey. This has been so fun.
Oh, thank you. I'd love to talk about our practice, and I appreciate the opportunity to do so.
Absolutely. And thank you for joining us on the Legal Growth Podcast presented by Legal Growth Partners. If you enjoyed today's episode, subscribe, drop us a review, and share it with your colleagues because great insights are even better when shared. For more tips and tools to help grow your practice, visit LegalGrowthPartners.com. Until next time, keep innovating, keep growing, and keep smiling. We'll see you next time. Thanks, Stacey.
Thank you.